Now the latest ITV news in London.
Good evening, welcome to the ITV News in London. Tonight's main stories. Lights, a camera and more action for the capital thanks to millions in tax breaks for films. 5 weeks and still not able to bury her daughter, a mother's desperation.
It's not easy for any of us. Pain, my heart is so heavy.
From Hackney to Calais, why this woman went to help migrants in France. And all the fun of the carnival in the comfort of their own home. Good evening, I'm Lucrezia Millarini. The stage was set today for more of the world's blockbuster movies to be made right here in London. The government is enticing filmmakers to the capital with new tax breaks. Nearly £1.5 billion was spent making films in the UK last year, and the new incentive should bring with it more money and more jobs. But does it really mean producers are about to turn their backs on Hollywood and come to the capital instead? Simon Harris reports.
London's landmarks have long been box office for movie makers.
Magnificent, isn't she?
Bond wouldn't be Bond without at least one iconic shot of the city's skyline. Gravity was only out of this world because of Soho's special effects wizards. Broadway Market in Hackney was just one of many film locations in London today. Here, a Hollywood director was using British technicians to film an American commercial. On screen, this may only be 30 seconds long, but it's a commercial with a budget in excess of £1 million, employing a cast and crew of 120. And for the director, this experience of London film talent was a pleasant surprise.
I think the British crews are amazing. Their talent, their spirit, and their attitudes match everything I've seen in Los Angeles, which is saying something because I always felt like LA had the best crews. It's
estimated more than £1 billion was spent on movie making in and around London last year. When the makers of I Digress, a feature film starring Timothy Spall, wanted a courthouse, James Hanford found this one in Southwark. His firm specialises in persuading developers with empty properties to let the cameras in.
London has the amazing ability to double for many other locations around the world, so productions can come to London, take advantage of the tax incentive, but actually use certain areas of this city as Moscow, Berlin and many other locations.
Today's government announcement of a new tax break was designed to make London even more attractive.
It's always the final 10 to 15% of a film budget that's incredibly difficult to secure. And to know that we've got 25% guaranteed from tax credits is fantastic news, actually.
The film industry is very important to London. It's a boom business. It employs 70,000 people just in the film industry alone. And when you add on television and advertising, the whole of the creative industries, it's a big employer.
But there are fears about low-budget films being squeezed out by too many blockbusters attracted by the tax breaks.
Making those films becomes more difficult in an environment where people are being paid for big studio films and where the studios are being full, where the facilities houses are being full. You know, there is that worry.
But set against that worry is the hope that filmmaking in London is entering a new golden age.
Slate 261, take 1 on the end.
Simon Harris, ITV News, Southwark.
Well, to talk more about this.